Yo, what's going on, Bills Mafia? Welcome back to another episode of Mafia Talk. It's your boy Julian J Mafia. As always, it's big cuz Pedro Peasy. Man, it's gonna be a new acknowledgement. We talking about the
Oh yeah,
Smell.
yeah. Hopefully next show, next couple,
Yeah,
within
man,
the next
we're
couple
talking about
shows.
wrestling. There's a wrestling podcast for all the wrestling fans out there. I'm my boy the Mafia Sports Report. They gotta go hop on their channel. They got a wrestling channel over there. But it's Bills Mafia over here. We talking big Bills over here. Big dubs, I guess it ain't too big, but we got the dub nonetheless against the Patriots at home. Cuz let me pass it to you. First of all, how you feeling, man?
It was one of those kind of games, man.
Yeah.
For me, basically, you sum up the game. Bills defense, man.
Oh my goodness.
That pretty
Fucking
much sums up the game. Pretty much. Bills defense came to ball, and Josh was a little bit off. Josh was
Joey was
off
going
all game.
on.
You
Talk
know.
man Mafia in the building. What's going on? But no, absolutely. That the it was just a weird game. But the thing is that the defense it really was off balance. Like because the defense was phenomenal. They was playing lights out. Like 3 turnovers back to back to back. Like Rasul Douglas. Talk about it, cause fucking you older than me. You been through this shit longer than me, man.
Man, that's
Yeah,
probably
we
the
seen a
best.
signing like that.
That's probably the best trade deadline acquisition that I've seen.
By far.
Not even just the Bills, like just
Yeah.
to make a trade line acquisition like that, trade deadline acquisition like that, that's making so much impact on the team, man. It's like, and this is not a hit at Trey White, but we don't even miss him.
Because they stepped up. I mean, and
And
the
then
thing is,
let me give a shout out to Christian Benford on the other side. You
mm-hmm,
haven't heard his name at all, and when it comes to
that's a good thing.
cornerbacks, that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
So
Now, I was
man,
going to say that even when Trey White went through his first injury, that we still held it down with Dane Jackson, Christian Benford. At the time, Elam was in and out, but at the same time, we got TJ, who's been balling for years. Like, and the thing is, we always held it down without Trey. So when Trey White did come in, he was able to ease back into his position and then came back to form. But then, unfortunately, he came down with his injury. And honestly, if it wasn't for that injury, we would have had a Rasul Douglas trading. So, god damn. And then there's also talks I want to get into. I mean, shit, might
I
as well
heard it. I
get
heard
into
it
it
this
now.
morning too.
When Trey White gets healthy, I mean, because I'm gonna pass it to you. What's going to happen? Do you really think we're going to let go of Trey, or do you think we're going to ease him back into it and he's just going to be a phenomenal rotation piece for number 2?
I don't know, man. To be honest, I think it's kind of too early to tell. That's a question you ask like around training camp time. You know, it's kind of too. It's too early to think about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah, he's what, maybe 2 months off of surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So we won't know until we see him on the field.
Yeah,
We really won't know. Like, you never know. This is his second ACL. This was his Achilles this time, right?
mm-hmm.
So
But
that's even hard. That's even
opposite
harder to
leg,
come
right?
back from, man. And he's a corner, where it's not like, you can get away with not being that strong there. You're a cornerback. You're gonna need your Achilles.
Yeah. And I know there was also talk seeing if he was able to move him to safety or however. But I've been listening to a couple podcasters, WGR, and when it comes down to a stats, I'm pretty sure I wrote it down. Um, Trey White, yeah, right here. So Trey White, it has a 16 million cap hit. We'll owe him 10, and if we cut him coming to the next year, we can save 6 mil. So we talk about numbers, and
I don't know if I'm ready to
I
go that
don't
far.
know if I want to do it, but at the same time, I'm just kind of dive in the middle. I love Trey White. Shout out to Trey White. He's been with us since the start of it, since we got out the drought, started winning games. We got the McDermott Bean era coming in, and he was the first pick, right? Am I not mistaken?
Yeah,
That
he
was
was.
Beans and
I don't know
McDermott's
if he was
pick.
Brandon Bean's first pick because Bean wasn't the GM. Bean was a GM, became the GM after the draft.
Okay, but
But that was
nonetheless,
McDermott's first draft class.
okay, so that's McDermott's first draft pick as becoming the Buffalo Bills head coach. So I don't want to forget him. I don't want to hit on, but we still gotta be real. It's still a business at the end of the day.
You gotta
So
think
if
about
you
it
can
too.
say 6 mil,
They traded that
um,
pick for, and that could have been Mahomes. I mean, yeah, we love Josh and we got Josh, but that's just everybody forgets that pick that we traded to Kansas City was Mahomes.
mhm.
So I mean, it is what it is, man.
But no,
Like
at
I
this
said,
point with Trey White, we don't know what we want from him. I mean, you just said it because it's too early to tell. But there's a possibility if they do decide to cut him, they can save 6 mil and go elsewhere, especially with the performance of our other DBs and how they've been stepping up. And we still got Elam sitting. He got to sit this year. He got the off season. I mean, I already called him a bust, so hopefully he can prove me wrong next year. But when it comes to Tre'Davious White, I already have the season, and then I don't see him coming back anytime soon next year. Even when did he get injured again? Like week 4 or something like that. I don't even know if he'll even play next year. We'll
I think
see.
it was the end of the Miami game.
Yeah,
I think I might be wrong on that.
yeah. I think it's like week 4, week 5, something like that. But still, I don't think, and it's more of a mental thing because that was really the biggest thing with Tre'Davious coming out of his injury, his Achilles or whatever, or his ACL. When he came back, it was more of a mental thing because he was ready, he was healthy, he was ready to go, but he was going through a lot, and then to see his reaction when he snapped his other leg, it's just tough to see a player go through that back to back. He finally got his legs underneath him, and then you see that happen to him. So, we're gonna see, like Big Cuz just said, too early to tell with Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, it's more of an off-season discussion for me, to be honest, man. I'm kind of just more focused on Sunday night.
My man John Roberts, appreciate you joining in the chat as always, and I'm glad you brought this up because that's another big discussion. And me and Big Cuz was talking, man. We definitely got to sign an apology for him because, man, early in the season we
Ed Oliver, I
yeah,
gotta apologize to Ed Oliver because, man, boy, was I wrong.
I'm telling you, earlier in the season, after we got rid of Tremaine Edmonds and the contract he signed, we could have kept him for that price and could have got rid of Ed Oliver. But what he's doing over there in Chicago ain't nothing compared to what Terrell Bernard been doing. I got some stats over here with Bernard. Let me pull that up real quick because this dude's been balling. He has not been skipping a beat. He's instinctive. He's definitely an upgrade from Edmonds. He's everything that we lacked from Edmonds. The only difference is that he doesn't have the size. Let me see. Yeah, over here. Bills linebacker Terrell Bernard, the first player since 1991. Eagles linebacker Seth Joyner to tally a season with 6 sacks, 3 interceptions, and 3 forced fumbles. I'm sorry, 3 fumble recoveries. So my man is having a hell of a year. He's also the 4th player since 1982 to record such a season. So Terrell Bernard been balling, man. Been balling
Mm-hmm.
130 plus tackles, all-purpose tackles. So I mean, definitely an upgrade from Edmonds, man. We definitely came up, and then we still got Dorian Williams. He flashing there, but then shit, he's a rookie. He still got some time to sit. But then Terrell, Dodson, Dodson eating as well.
Yeah, Dotson's gotten better as the season's gone along as well.
Crazy, man. Defense all out. I mean, like we were just talking about Rasul Douglas, one of the best Bill signings since the trade deadline in some time.
Honestly, man.
Six,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead.
no,
Finish.
I was going to say 6 interceptions, man, and he's
Oh yeah,
leading the league in interceptions since week 9.
yeah. I mean, obviously, huge, but for me, like, I'll be honest with you, cause we game was cool, defense showed out, but we survived. We won. We got
Yeah,
out of there,
survived.
got to where we want to be right now. Where Sunday night, everything on the line. If you would have told some people this when we were 6-6, they would have said you're nuts.
Yeah,
Now we're here. I think. I mean, obviously, if you got some more you want to say, like, go, feel free. But for me, I'm ready to. I'm full fledged ahead on Sunday night.
That okay?
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That's what's
I'm
up.
excited for Sunday night, man.
No, I love it. I love it. I mean, I really got nothing else to wrap up on that shit. I mean, I was gonna shout out Ed Oliver because
Yeah, for sure.
fucking he's having
What an
having a season.
interception! Ooh,
Big boy interception with the give me. Look at
yeah,
that Malu out there.
yeah. I mean, like I said, like you said too, we both, man. Like if you go back to our beginning shows, man, we both were on that why we pay Ed Oliver train. So, like we talked about when we watched the game together on Sunday, man. We got permit, man. What do you call it? Apology letter. Yeah, like my apologies, sir. You proved me wrong. Because the
Absolutely.
man's having a dominating season, man.
Hell yeah.
He dominated that game on Sunday.
Does he not have 10 sacks?
I think he has 10.5. I think,
Yeah.
or 8.5 at least. I know he's got 8.5 at least.
Yeah, and if that's the case, I mean, I know we haven't had a 10 sack season in some time since before McDermott. So
no, Leonard Floyd got 10.5.
Okay, then boom. So
Yeah,
he's fucked it
Leonard
up.
Floyd.
I know it's been some time. But yeah, shout out to Ed Oliver, man. I know we that's why we're not GMs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, not to say I don't think I could be a GM because I think I could. That's just
Man.
But listen, we got to sign that permission slip. I mean,
Yes, sir.
apology thing.
Apology
Man,
for him.
yeah.
But yeah, fuck it, man.
Here's a good question for you. Let me start off. Let me start it off. Here, I got a question for you. Does Von Miller get back in the lineup?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
I ain't seen nobody play bad enough to get taken off the field on Sunday. So if
we're Jonathan, he got a sack.
Yeah, he even when he didn't get sacks, you could see the pass rush. Whereas with Von, it's like Von's just there. He's
a name. He's a name and a number
at this point.
He's a contract.
But do you think McDermott comes at it like, okay, we sat him down, we gave him something to think about. Now, you got to give. Do you think Von Miller, with his career and everything, has earned another shot to at least see if he can, that benching motivated him or something? You never know. I'm just hoping McDermott, if he puts him on the field, is because he thinks he can help.
Yeah.
Not just because he's Von Miller.
Now, at the end of the day, do you not want to put the best players on the field? Who's going to make plays?
Yeah, but, Miami's banged up right now. So,
yeah.
That could be a game where Von can get off and maybe get his confidence back. I don't see who are you taking off the field and then justifying it because McDermott's always said it's based on play.
Yeah.
Based on play. His playing time is based on earning it on the field. You can't, for me, I, as a coach, can't say that and then go to Kingsley Jonathan and tell you, yo, bro, you got to sit down. I'm sorry. That's that for me. That would be kind of hypocritical, and that would be
you're doing it because of the name, because of Von Miller, because of future Hall of Famer, and because the amount of money you're paying for him.
Right.
So it really comes to the biggest question you really want to ask is how does the staff and the organization handles this? Do they just bite the bullet and take the L? Like, no, fuck it. We can't. Like you just to reiterate what you just said. That who are you going to take off the field? And when you plug in Kingsley Jonathan, he's making plays. He's on the quarterback. He's out there. He's making rushes. He's doing what you expect Von Miller to do. So I feel like the reason why they're forcing Von in there is because of the number and because of the name. So it just really comes down to like how mature is the Bills organization. Is they just gonna suck it up? Like, no, let's just take the L. Von, you ain't doing shit. You need to sit down. And because Kingsley doing his things, we got to put our best players on the field, right? And Von, you're not one of our best players, unfortunately. We can't keep plugging you in because of what you did. You need to do what you're going to do, and you're not doing much. So, you know what? Sit down. I don't know what it is. Maybe get a little rest underneath you. Fucking don't go back to Dallas and go beat on your woman. Sorry. I didn't mean to do all that.
Hey.
He said everything was 100% false. So we're sticking with that.
Listen, come on, man.
Nonetheless, anyways.
No OJ case, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But anyways,
you want to take off the field, though.
You want to keep your best players. I will sit Von. Von, you're a vet. Shit, maybe that playoff energy get some of that little extra So you know
But
what?
see,
Sit down.
yeah,
Let Kingsley Jonathan do what he been trying to do. Let
but
him
that's what I'm thinking too,
put some
though.
tape.
Like, I agree with you. Like I
Yeah,
said, I don't think you can take anybody off the field right now. But like in a way, like, do you
it's
let him
tough.
get
It's
in
tough.
here? I mean, we could use him playoff time. I
Yeah,
mean,
nothing. That's the thing.
I
Like we can
should,
use
but
him if he does something,
it could
and
be
then if he's not doing anything, you're just wasting the position.
it could be where he just needs a game where he gets off a sack or two and just gets his confidence back.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he just needs that playoff energy. I mean, you're a
Maybe.
fucking vet, 2-time Super Bowl champion. So I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Let him sit down for the regular season, get another week of rest, make sure he's staying healthy and energized and working to the point where come playoff time, then we can get Von Miller, and then he can do what the main reason why we fucking got him is for him to shut down games in the fucking playoffs. That's the sole reason why we went after Von Miller. We could have went after somebody else for all that with all that money. We could have got two players for the price of him. So at this point, let's just sit him down, let Kingsley Jonathan do what he's been trying to do. Let him put some tape out there, and then let's keep it moving.
Yeah. Yep.
So no, I'm glad you brought that up. But yeah, let's just fucking do this damn thing. Like, yeah, Patriots wrapped up in the bowl, man. We got that dub. Doesn't matter how we got it. We got it nonetheless. We still in the playoff race. And speaking of playoffs, let's dive over into the playoff picture because there's a lot of scenarios going on there. Obviously, the only scenario we want is dubs. We all know we get the 1, we get the 2 seed, and we win the division. And if that's the case, man, Dolphins, y'all can't say shit if that, man, which is gonna happen because ain't no way you gonna beat us because every year you always fold at the end of
Oh,
the season.
hold on now, cuz.
What's up?
Didn't you
Okay,
win
but
this weekend?
you know why not? Check me. But the
Hold
thing
on
is,
now.
no, yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because the only reason why that would happen is that if we clinched the berth last week. That's
Okay,
the main
fair
reason why
enough.
I said that is that
Fair
we was
enough.
going to clinch our playoff berth last week, and then that was going to happen. But since we didn't clinch, that's not going to happen.
No, okay, all
That's
right,
not gonna
fair enough.
happen.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
I just had to
So
ask. I just had to ask.
I stood by it. I stood on it before the kickoff.
I just had
But
to
yeah,
ask.
I
I
said we
had
was
it.
gonna clinch it, and then that was gonna happen. We ain't clinch, so it ain't gonna happen.
I know Uncle Papa was funny. He like, you heard this guy's crazy scenario.
Yeah, but it was a good scenario. It was a good story.
Yo, speaking of that, man, I gotta talk to your dad. Yo, I got a couple of cases they were giving away of that. What was he talking about? That alcoholic free beer,
Oh
that
yeah,
Heineken stuff. Yeah, I got to hit him up, man. They giving that shit away at work. I thought about him immediately.
nice, hell yeah. But yeah, we fucking Bills, Dolphins, playoff scenario. Yeah, we win, we get the 2 seed, we get the division. Most likely we're gonna play the 7. So depending on who ends up being the 7, I mean, we could play either
We got
Indy, we could
Miami
play,
again.
we could play Miami again, we could play even the Pittsburgh. I was talking to Hefe earlier. We know that he's a Pittsburgh fan. Shit, if I'm pretty sure if when I was looking at it,
Oh yeah, he
because
must be
for the 7 seed is really up between because Indy and
Pittsburgh,
Houston are
Indy, and
playing.
Houston. Yeah,
Yeah, but if the Jaguars lose and then we lose, Pittsburgh can kind of jump and take that spot.
yeah.
So we'll see. But like I said, the only scenario we want is a Bills win. We take that 2 seed. Most likely we won't play either. Who you think? Texans maybe, Houston, or
Texas.
most
Well,
likely.
it looks like it's probably going to be if the Jaguars win, it's probably going to be the winner of that Indy Houston game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it worked. The tiebreakers work for the other teams and all that, but I don't know. If we're the 2 seed, I don't really care who we play because they ain't coming in here and getting a W.
Yeah, cause yeah, we taking that shit to fucking yeah. We home. We got our
Yeah,
at least 2 playoff games. So we definitely gonna take advantage and do what we need to do. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. All we care about is 1-0 every week. So we got the Dolphins. We going to Miami. And like I said, we always perform good. Josh Allen, Big Daddy Josh. The only reason why they got that last one is because we was fucking playing in 120-degree weather. Fucking, we was get burning up on the sidelines. We got Diggs with 2 IVs in his arms trying to hydrate. We got boys dropping like flies. Like, yeah, it
no,
was a
that game
brutal
was
game.
crazy. That
It was a
game was crazy.
brutal
Yeah,
game. And people
and
forget that What? It was like in
We
a
still should have won. It was a Josh Allen missed pass to Isaiah
yeah.
McKenzie.
He slipped and fucking threw a duck. But we forget that we drove the field for 10 minutes.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
we had a long ass drive. We started up behind our own 10-yard line, and then we marched down the field. And it was long. It was like they said it was like one of the longest drives in history, type of thing. Not history, but one of them. And
Yeah.
yeah, crazy game. So that's the only reason why they got their dub. And the last time they won was a fucking
Ooh,
Josh Allen was a
excuse
rookie
me.
or something, and fucking threw it to what? Who's his name? Charles Clay, I think, and dropped a wide
Oh, and
open
Clay dropped
pass.
that pass at the end of the game. Yeah,
Yeah, wide open pass. So that's the
wide
only time
open.
they got their wins.
Yeah, I ain't too. I'm just more worried about us like not
How
showing
we
up.
perform. Yeah.
I ain't really too worried about because the Dolphins are gonna do what the Dolphins do, but they're banged up. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we're getting any Jalen Waddle this weekend either. So, um,
Tyreek Hill also been dealing with his ankle
Tyreek
injury or
Hill's
whatever.
been banged up, man. He's been toughing it out. He's been going out for a series or there, then
Yeah.
coming out the game for a series, and then hobbling back on.
Mm-hmm.
Like only difference what is last game we had Trey White. This game we don't. So let's see what Doug. Well,
So
yeah, we got Douglas. So, but I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't wait for Sunday.
yeah, it's gonna be a huge game, man. The stakes because it's a possible chance we get kicked out the playoffs,
I
man.
was hoping it was Saturday night instead of Sunday night, though.
I know nobody wants to do
Man,
this,
I don't want to do
man.
Sunday night, man. Let me get it Saturday night. But it
You
is
gotta
what it
watch the
is,
game.
man. It is what it is. But cuz it's hot and spicy time, man.
Hot and spicy. Let's
What you
do it. Let's
got?
do it.
You go first this time.
Listen, man. I've been thinking about it all day.
I
Hot
actually
spicy
have too.
necessarily, but my score prediction, I got 28-24. That number just been sticking with me. That kind of just been
I'm
sticking with me for
close.
the past
I'm
couple of
close
days.
with you.
It's gonna be a good tight game, and it's really gonna come down to the fourth quarter. Whoever gets the ball last, type of thing. Hopefully, we can kneel it out at the end. But nah, I feel like Josh is gonna get like a 250, 300 type of game. Nothing too crazy. He is my high spicy. He is going to break OJ's rushing record.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, OJ is at 16, if I'm not mistaken. Josh is at 15. He gonna get a tush push, and then he gonna run one in, and then he gonna toss another one. So I got Josh Allen for 3 touchdowns, 250 to 320. Not too crazy, but I don't know if Diggs wakes up. Diggs is gonna wake up this game. Yeah, he is. Of course he is, because that's another huge question I got for you.
Diggs always torches Miami.
Exactly.
So I'm not
Exactly.
really too. The only thing is like now they got Ramsey this time.
Mhm.
They didn't have Ramsey last time, but
But
so
Diggs always cooked Ramsey. He never
yes,
was a problem, even when he was with the Rams.
that might be what
Still,
Steph needs to get his head, man. Just that extra motivation, knowing he's going up against Jalen Ramsey.
right? Because they.
But oh no, my bad. Go ahead, finish my
Oh
bad.
no, I was just gonna say because how will they do it? Or are they gonna move Ramsey to Gabe Davis or Shakir and then try to double cover Diggs?
I wouldn't.
But
I'm
we'll see.
covering Diggs.
We definitely that should be the main focus of the game plan is trying to get Diggs open and try to get him involved.
I agree. But yo, first, all right. So my hot and spicy. First of all, me and you had a pretty good. We must have been thinking like I got 27-24 Bills.
Mm,
Josh Allen drives down at the end. Tyler Bass field goal to win the game.
okay, yeah.
So
That's mild and hot and mild.
if that Tyler Bass wins the game, but my hot and spicy
Mm.
is the Bills defense get back on the field, and if he's active, Von's gonna close the game.
I see.
If he's
I see
active,
that. Yeah, I do see
Von's gonna
that.
close the game with a sack, and then we're all gonna be like, "Where the hell have you been all year?"
There he is, number
At
40.
least he showed up, and it's gonna give it, it's gonna make everybody be like, "Okay, we going into the playoffs." And Von finally, okay, let's go. And if he's not suited up, I got Rasul Douglas with another pick six.
Ooh, yo, I rewatched that game, bro. That pick six was dude. It was nice.
Yeah,
He got boogie with it. He got boogie and got in there.
yeah. So I think Josh is gonna have a good game. I see a 100-yard rushing game from James Cook too.
Oh yeah, I definitely. Now that's my question to you, because what are you looking more air or more on the ground?
You know me, man. I've always let's line it up 5 wide and just go. Let Josh be Josh. But man, with James Cook's getting 4, 5, 6 yards of carry, man. You gotta
Hmm.
run him.
Yeah,
You gotta run him. I mean, he made the Pro.
whenever.
Him and Deion Dawkins got voted to the Pro Bowl today.
Yeah,
So I mean, when's the last time a Buffalo Bills running back got voted into the playoff? I mean, to the
been
Pro
some
Bowl.
time. I mean,
And
last
I'm not talking about getting into the Pro Bowl because 3 other players didn't want to play.
right. Yeah,
When's the last time a Buffalo Bills
number
running
one
back
pick
actually
type
got
thing.
voted in to the Pro Bowl? Like
Hmm.
that was pretty sweet. That was pretty
Hell
cool.
yeah. And then first time Bills had a 1,000 yard rusher since Shady McCoy in 2017. So yeah, fucking let James cook.
Let James Cook.
That's all. That's it. And honestly, I feel like it's gonna be more of a ground game. I definitely see a James Cook over 100 yards this game. Maybe he gets another touchdown
If
or
it's not
so.
100 yards rushing, he's getting 100 yards from scrimmage.
Honestly, if we talk all-purpose yards, I could see a $150 on him.
Yeah,
All
because I think
purpose.
Josh is gonna. I feel like Josh has gotten away from throwing to the backs.
Hmm.
Like he gets into these modes where he just doesn't want to take the
Yeah.
check down.
I know we was watching the game together, and we seen he had James Cook wide open right in front of him, and he wanted to take the deep. Yeah, so I do see it.
When Josh is playing at his optimal best is when he's taking the check down, just giving taking what the defense gives him and being patient. When Josh is doing that, you know Josh is on. He's on the game.
I'm glad somebody appreciate you, John. Dude, burn the fucking bubble
Wide
screen.
receiver screen. Golly.
Take that play, put it in a shredder, and then take that shredder, put it in a fucking compactor, fucking lace it with C4, blow the shit up, and then throw the ashes in the volcano. Because there's no reason why we run that play so often and get nothing. We ran that play a total of 50 times. It got a total of 11.9 yards.
Hey man, I'm cool with the screens, but can we, like John said, can we run a regular halfback screen?
And it'll be so like you're doing the opposite because I feel like your average halfback screen will be perfect against the Bills because you know how much pressure the defense is sent at Josh. Once it's like third down, third or medium, you know they're coming after Josh. Take the handoff, let James Cook little block, and then roll out. Let the pressure get to Josh and dink it. You got at least 5-10 yards from there, especially with James Cook. He will cut that shit upfield.
Yeah.
Especially with a line of blockers. You got fucking Deion Dawkins, and then you got McGovern, and man, I don't understand why they don't do it unless they're saving it for the playoffs. That's it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, what's up? What's up, man? What's up, John? He said
There
change my
goes
mic.
another
Okay.
person MIA, missing in action.
I tell you, he hasn't been on all season.
Yeah, yeah. But Sunday's huge. Sunday is huge.
Huge. Fusello huge. But yeah, color score prediction. What's up? You what you said 27?
27-24. Tyler Bass wins it.
Okay. Hot spicy on defense. You said Russell Douglas.
Another pick six.
Offensive player. You said you got James Cook.
James Cook, yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right. I got Diggs, but I also see Kincaid coming out because he's kind of been quiet too. Or Dawson Knox.
Nah,
I don't know, man.
Gotta go, bro.
We got so many players, and then I really feel like it's like with this offense is okay. Shakir is going to be your game, and then Kincaid is going to be your game.
That's another person that I want to
one.
see get involved more, man. Shakir, he's finding his rhythm.
Exactly.
Like, let's get the throwing the ball, man. And like, Josh needs to. Josh, just take
Let
what
it
the
loose.
defense gave you. Just take. You don't have to always get the shock plays, and just if they want to give you a 7-yard dump off to Cook that he could turn to 15 or 20, take it. Because then what happens then? The safety's got to creep up. Everybody has to creep up because now you have to respect the fact that Josh is willing to dump it down, and then you go over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see on Sunday.
We'll see, man. Let's do a quick dive into the injury report. And I mean, it's a huge difference between Bills and Miami. Hold on. Let me pop this thing up. Yeah, between Bills Miami, Josh Allen, he's on injury report. I know we all was kind of shook because he had a little stinger. There was massaging his shoulder, but it came down to his neck and right finger.
Oh,
So
oh, oh, oh,
we'll
oh,
see.
oh,
We'll
oh,
see.
oh,
What's
oh.
up?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
Let me just go. Let me just say something real quick. Sean McDermott, bro, game's already over. You didn't need that third down.
Mm-hmm.
You run it. If you don't get it, you kick the field goal, 2-possession game. It's over anyways. Why? Why? Just why? You almost cost us our season right there. Josh could have been hurt
Our franchise.
because you want to run him on 3rd and 3 in a game that's already over.
Mm-hmm.
Please stop it. Stop it. Look what happened to Cam. All of a sudden, he was washed. We do not want the same thing that happened to Josh when Josh turns 32.
Mm-hmm.
Please, for the love of God, let's be smart. I understand. Let's run the ball with Josh. I mean, it makes plays, but unnecessarily, you
Right.
didn't need the first down, dude. You kick the field goal, and it's a 9-point game, 2-possession game. There's no way New England could come back. They didn't have enough timeouts to have 2 possessions. Like, man, that could have been bad. That
Yeah.
could have been bad. And then all this shit we're talking wouldn't have mattered because there's no way we're going to Miami with Kyle Allen and beating the
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins. And
Even
if
with the
we did,
defense.
we ain't going nowhere in the playoffs with Kyle Allen. So, like, come on, guys. Like, let's get it together, man. Get it together. Please.
Hell yeah, cuz I'm glad you brought that up. Sum up the Bills because it's pretty short. Yeah, you got Josh Micah Hyde with his neck. What? How you feeling about Micah Hyde? Do you think he's gonna?
Nah, he's always going to be on there. I think he's fine.
You think he's gonna
He
play
played
him?
well last week, too. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
All right. Then we got Demar. I mean, not much on Demar, and then Floyd with a rib and rest, so he did
Honestly, I
not
don't see very
participate.
many of those guys not playing. It's too much on the line, man. It's too much on the line.
And then yeah, with the Dolphins, they got a laundry list. A lot of people limited, and a lot of people did not participate. But the biggest ones is definitely Bradley Chubb, Xavier Howard, Waddle. I mean, Jerome Baker. I mean, they got a lot of people. Even Tyreek Hill. They got a lot of people that are crucial to the team. Even Tua. So
Yeah.
give me the it's right there. But yeah, man, let's wrap this up. Yeah, Bills Dubs. I
Big
mean,
Dubs.
shit. Let's
I'll
get
see
it.
you in Orchard Park in a couple weeks.
Let's do it.
That's the way I feel about it. I'll see you in Orchard Park in a couple weeks.
All
And it
right,
don't matter.
man.
It don't matter who's coming.
Well, shit. There you have it.
And shit. I don't know if it's me or you. And if you can hear me, cause I can't see you, you frozen. So finish, close it up.